This hangout shares the elation of Delta governor and the students concerned. Okay, to our next story. The Nigerian Educational Loan Fund, NELFUND for short, was established under the Student Loans Act 2024. Its main function is to provide financial support to qualified Nigerians for tuition and other fees. The interventionist body is counting its blessings regardless of the initial cold reception. The managing director of NELFUND, Akintunde Sawyer, has let it be known that his body has disbursed as much as 85 billion naira to no less than 449,000 students in 218 institutions. It's received as many as 735,000 applications. This is work in progress, Wale, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think if there's any plus for this government, the loans for students, I think it's one of the best.
Okay.
And I'm also impressed by the process. You know, it's not as if it is free from political influence.
Okay.
But at least it's a bit watertight. If I can have access to internet, and you are a student in a university or a higher institution, you can access that fund. And then we have had stories of people who have seen video clips of people who don't know anybody who are able to access this fund, who are from extremely poor homes. So I think it's one of the greatest achievements of this government. And it's not just something that is for a particular section of the country. It is open to everyone all over the country. So I'm really impressed by what has happened. And I've been saying it that if I happen to be, these state governors, they can also do a mini project similar to, even if we are not going to give up to, 10,000 students, if it's just about 1,000, 2,000, so that the state government can also complement what the federal government is doing. So I think I'm impressed, even though there are some little hitches. Some people cannot access, the internet, especially in rural areas. But I think overwhelmingly we can give them at least A grade, that the NELFUND is doing very, very well. I've seen a lot of clips of students in Sokoto, in Maiduguri, who are excited, who never dreamt that they will be able to complete their education, but they can access this fund. So I think it's a very impressive project.
Asoko, it can only get better.
Yes, yes.
Remember the reaction to NELFUND at the beginning from some parts of the country. Now they are having to have a rethink, if you ask me.
This is one project or policy or program that many people thought it would never, ever happen. In fact, before it even started, some people have already condemned it. That how is it going to be? How is it possible? Yeah. It can never happen. Yes, it had its own teething problems initially, but they were able to, wade around it. And today, people are already talking about the successes. If you look at, like I was telling about Nigerian Orientation Agency, regularly they, share these videos, testimonies of students who are beneficiaries of this fund, of this NELFUND. And some of them are poor, some with, parents who are very, very poor, who come from poor homes, and today they are in school just because the federal government is helping them with this loan. And if you look at it across Nigeria, those who have applied, I was just looking at the number of people that applied, about 734,000 registered, for them to be, to partake in this loan. And 449,000 have already benefited from it. So it can only get better.
It can only get better.
It can only get better. The other day I saw a video of students in Sokoto State University. They were happy. Why? Because their upkeep allowance, they got the alerts.
Wow.
They were all happy. So there is nothing there's nobody that will see this kind of program from this government that will not give it kudos, because students are already benefiting.
Yeah.
But we need more. In fact, we need more students to get this.
Take advantage
of it. And now I heard that even what they are trying to do now, because some people have been saying is loan after they finish, by the time anybody is done with school, they will not be able to pay. Now I heard that NELFUND is trying to, open a portal, whereby they can link NELFUND to employers. Meaning that once you finish, getting this loan, the repayment will be done by your employer, and that is how it's done outside. You can't government cannot just give you money, and at the end of it, you will not be part of paying small thing back. And so, but it won't be too difficult for you to to pay, because your employers will also look at it.
Asukwa Wale would remember that in the Gowon years, if you remember. I'm talking about 74, 75, when the Naira was still, throwing its weight around. Each time, things like this got to our students in foreign countries, they would jubilate,
Sure.
So we dropped the ball somewhere, but it has come back. We can do it.
I'm glad that within 2 years, the government was able to revive this project.
Yes.
And it shows clearly that there was a pre-plan, before the president came to power. He had the idea of the problem.
It was in his manifesto.
Yeah, so I think it's one of the striking contributions. It's a milestone, the education industry.
What we always say, before the president campaigned for office and went to election, he knew the country was in a bad place. And so if he came on board, he was going to take some far-reaching decisions. It might hurt initially, but the gains would
because
come.
when you take this loan at the end of the day, you become a lawyer, you are going to be useful to yourself, you are going to be useful to your family, you are going to be useful to the society
at large.
So it's a lifelong investment that transforms your life fundamentally. So I think this is the greatest dividend that anybody can, reap from democracy. But that does not mean that we should not still invest in infrastructure, in our higher institutions, which is more or less in decay. This is a good step. I hope the next step now will be to invest in infrastructure in our university system.
The song is "It Can Only Get Better."
Because talking about this, I remember when I was in school, you try to assess scholarship. They will say your Akwa Ibom State is giving scholarship. You apply. At the end of the day, I couldn't even get the scholarship.
Sure.
Okay. Let us hear what a viewer, Lawal from Ibutemata, has to say. Lawal, I greet you. Good afternoon. Brother Lawal, are you there? Okay, better luck next time. So
this one is not scholarship. This is a loan. You apply for it, and once you get all the criteria done, you get it. So this one, they don't know you.
You are not denied.
No, you are not.
Meet the criteria.
That is it.
And should
you have 30 days to be disbursed?
Yeah, disbursed immediately. But this one.
Should you have any problem, let us know.
Yeah.
So we seek to know why. All right, then. We'll go to our next. Okay, I hear Lawal has joined us. Lawal, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm so good.
Welcome. Go on.
I'm so good.
Yeah. Am I speaking with Lawal?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
You're on air. Go on.
Okay, sir. So I want to commend the governor of Delta State for the gift for the students. In fact, I'm highly impressed.
Okay, you are talking about Delta State.
The mandate has said that the governor should give them scholarship for the university to finish all their school. I think I would like that. That's good things.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, our next story is here. The proliferation of public universities and polytechnics has been put on hold, at least for the next 7 years. The federal government applied the big stake during the Federal Executive